What's up, you guys? Today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial, and I heard you. I read your comments on my last makeup tutorial, and a lot of you guys said that you didn't want me to do a voiceover and you just wanted me to talk and be with you guys and do it real time. So in the new year, I'm gonna try to do a lot more of them if that's what you guys want to see. So yeah, let's just get started. And I know I'm a little late to the game, but I'm also gonna be demoing this little Juno sponge, the microfiber sponge. So hopefully I like it. For my brows, I'm gonna be using the Pretty Vulgar Pretty Vulgar eyebrow pencil in the shade 116 Eloquently Educated. And it's got like a nice little pointy, like triangular, sharp edge, and we're just gonna go right in. I think it's really creamy. It doesn't pull at my hair. It's not too waxy. I like the color. It's nice and neutral. It's like pretty cool tone and doesn't have any warm like oranginess to it, so it really matches my hair pretty well. So I'm going to do the other eye other eyebrow. You know what really bugs me is the fact that my eyebrows are different shapes. This one just slants down so much more, and this one is more straight. That's just how they grow. Like, I don't know what to do. Do I have to go to professional and like get them professionally shaped? I don't know. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of Shape Tape and just kind of clean those up and kind of prime my eyes, basically. So I'm gonna take a little flat brush. This is called No Fudge, Just Smudge by MOTD. I'm gonna kind of carve these out with the concealer. Okay, so I just primed and my brows are done. I hope you guys accept me for these brows if I just leave them like this and I don't get kicked out of the beauty community. Always put on the back of your hand so it doesn't tug your delicate little eye skin. I want to go ahead and set my base really quick. So what do I have for that? Oh, cool. Nothing.
Sweet. Ooh. None of these powders are my fucking shape. God knows what shade I am right now.
So first, we're going to take a yellow transition shade. And we're going to put this all in our upper crease area on a big fluffy brush. This is from BH Cosmetics. It's number 7 from the Little Marble collection. So I don't know what to talk about, you guys. This is why I don't like film these often, because I feel like, what am I supposed to talk about, you know? It's just me here talking to myself. I don't really have anybody to like communicate with. I mean, obviously I'm talking to you guys, but not really. I'm just building this color up because I really do want this yellow to kind of peek out from the top. Okay, I'm actually gonna take this shade called Snitch from the Pretty Vulgar Pretty Birdie. It's right there. So this shade is gonna, this is gonna be hard to blend into this. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna pull this off? All right, we're using Fresh from the Anastasia Artist Palette. I think this is discontinued, so I freaking suck. I'm sorry, you guys. I just need a brighter yellow than what this palette is giving me right now. I'm just gonna take that fluffy brush again and go back over it. Yeah, that's what we want. Yep. Yeah, doggy. I have high hopes with this look for some reason. Even though my camera's gonna fill up in 8 minutes, and this is how far I've gotten. I love that for myself. Now we can go in with the Snitch shade, which is like a deep burgundy, pinkish, and we're gonna go right beneath that. It's still the upper crease, but it's not as high as the yellow, obviously. And I'm using a eye-catching crease brush by MOTD as well. I love their brushes and they're cruelty-free. So when you're blending in the crease with a pencil brush, you're going to dab into the color, and so you have most of the color on the tip. So you're just gonna wanna put this directly into where you're gonna put it, like directly into the crease, and just do windshield wiper motions until a lot of the product has already been deposited into the crease where you want it. And then you can make larger strides outside of the line, like up above the crease a little bit, once you have less product on, so it blends it out into the yellow. That makes sense. Now I'm gonna go back with a little bit of the yellow on our fluffy brush and add back some color. And it's okay to go right over it because that's just gonna help further blend them two together. And then you can go back and add a little bit more of the other shade. I'm actually gonna grab this shade right next to the Snitch shade, the one that we put in our crease. And I'm going to kind of bridge those two together. I feel like they're not blending as well, and I feel like if I just take a tiny bit of this and just put them right here, just put that right there, it'll just help it blend together even more seamlessly. Yeah, that's better. So now we're gonna go in with a really cool tone dark brown. So with that, I'm just going to go into the outer crease and work my way in. I'm not sure what you missed. I went ahead and did the other eye while I was dumping my memory card. So now I'm gonna move on to the lid shade, and I think I'm going to use this Shawnee Cosmetics loose pigment. I'm not sure what color it is. It just says 04 on the bottom, so 04, I guess. But before I put that down, I do just want to put a black base, and I have this NYX jumbo pencil in Black Bean, but it's probably like 10 years old. And I'm kind of scared to put it on my eyes. So I think I'm just going to put black eyeshadow and kind of hope it sticks and looks decent. I'm going to take the Pigment Packer brush by MOTD, and I'm going in with that dark shade of brown, just like we put in the crease area. And I'm just going to pack that down, and hopefully it stays and looks okay. Because we're going to put the sparkles on top. Then I'm gonna go in with the burgundy shade one more time and really just make that stand out on the edges right here. So we don't wanna lose that color. I'm just going to use a little bit of the Too Faced glitter glue and just dab it. And now I'm just patting the edges now that most of the pigment's off, so it can kind of blend upwards, but I just really don't want to cover up the dark shadow, you know, in the crease. Ooh, that's pretty. I really, really like this. I think this turned out really, really pretty. I think this one needs to be a little bit darker in the crease. I feel like I covered it up a little bit too much. I should have went higher with my darker shadows, but I never do because I feel like it's too high. But then when I put my lid shade on, it's never high enough. So yeah, they're a little bit uneven. I feel like I brought this one higher than this one, but that's because this eyebrow is freaking lower than this one, so it screws me up. But whatever, I'll fix it when the glitter glue is a little bit more dry, because sometimes when you go in and try to blend right after you put glitter glue down, the dark shadow will stick to the not dry glitter glue and it'll get patchy and you won't be able to blend it out, and that has happened to me so many times and it is the most annoying thing on planet Earth. I'm going to do my liner now. I just got a brand new Kat Von D tattoo liner, my favorite liner. Just making it worse and worse at this point. Probably stop, but... So I'm going to tightline with, what is this? Full Spectrum by Makeup Geek. This is in the shade Obsidian, and I'm just going to, hold on. Tightline. Going back to my pencil brush for a second and grabbing a little bit of that dark brown. Like I said, I wanted to kind of fix this and deepen it up a little bit. Hopefully that glitter glue has been dried for long enough now. I'm just gonna go right there with the brown. Be very careful. Just bring this up a little bit higher. Okay, I feel like that's a little bit better. Wow! Alrighty, time for the face. So like I said in the beginning, I'm going to be trying out this little Juno microfiber sponge. I also do not know what foundation color I am at the moment because I have self-tan on my body. So my neck is like darker than my face, obviously, but my hands are like kind of pale still and my arms are like a different color. So I'm like 18 different colors. It's cool. So I brought a couple of products out, but just don't expect any of it to match. That way when it doesn't, we're all not surprised and happy. Okay, cool. I'm going to start off by using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Primer Water Spray. This is just going to hydrate my skin. Thank you. Then I'm going to use the Flower Beauty In Your Prime Pore Minimizing Primer. And I'm just going to put that on my T-zone area. Just blend that in. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape foundation, and I have not used this until recently because obviously I did not want to support this foundation when it came out because of how bad the shade range was. There's so many people talking about it, and I was just like, whatever. I just threw it in my drawer and forgot about it until I was looking for a new foundation to try, and just decided to be like, you know what, I still want to see if this is decent or not. Tarte, I hope that you do come out with more shades of this because I actually do really, I really do like this foundation actually. And this is the hydrating one. This is in the shade Medium Sand, so I don't know if this is going to match me at all. We're just gonna hope for the best, honestly. So it comes with a little doe foot applicator like that, and okay, that's not too bad. And we're just gonna go for it. All right, I think this goes, I'm just gonna try the back. Okay. Interesting. This actually works really good. Wow. So the foundation color isn't perfect. It might be a little bit too like orangey for my tan's undertone. You know what I really want to see? See foundations starting to have more of is a olive like green undertone. I don't know what it is about foundations, but every time I have a self tan on, or even in like normal light, like my skin just has a green tint to it. I know this because the Hidden Agenda concealer palette has a green concealer shade as for like color correcting, and whenever I use that on my pimples and on my body and stuff like that to cover them, it matches like perfectly. So I'm just like, why is my skin tone a green color? And no foundations obviously have, well, not no, but any foundations I've tried have all had like a little bit too much of a yellow orange undertone. We're just gonna, you know, add this down here and pretend that's all one color. So the sponge blended out this foundation amazingly. I just kind of don't like how big it is because I can't get into like these little crevices. I mean, I guess I could use right here, but whatever, I'm just gonna use a brush. And I know it's a little bit too dark, so we're gonna lighten it up with some concealer. Obviously this is way too light, but I actually have this Hourglass Veil Retouching Fluid in the shade Fair, and this is like a brightener. So I don't know if you're supposed to put it over your concealer or under your concealer, but I'm going to put it, I guess, over my concealer to brighten it. I don't know. And then I'm going to mix the finishing veil on top so it's not too dark. I'm also going to take that before I blend it out and go around my eyebrows with a little bit of the excess. So that's what my skin is looking like. It's looking super hydrated and dewy, as you can see, that nice sheen as I move across the light. That means we need to set it down so we don't look like a grease monkey. I'm not sure if I need to go a little bit lighter. I feel like I need to go lighter with my concealer, but I don't want to put way too much. Oh well, I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna add some really light concealer to these high spots because I feel like I went a little bit too dark with my concealer. So my card filled up again, but I'm just going to continue on with the eyes. I want to get those done, and I forgot to gel my eyebrows down, so I'm just going to put a little bit of Anastasia brow gel, the clear one, through these guys. I need a new one. This is like so old. There's absolutely nothing on the bottle. Like the writing is all off. Now I'm going to take that eyeliner again, the one from Makeup Geek, and I'm just going to put this halfway, kind of connect it to that outer wing right there. Then we're gonna smoke this out. So now I'm going to grab that, what am I gonna grab? The burgundy shade from the Pretty Vulgar palette, this one again. And then I'm going to basically put that right on top, blending out the black. We're gonna wanna repeat whatever we did on top on the bottom. So we're gonna go from black to burgundy to yellow, hopefully. A little bit of this Formation, which is the orangey color. Now I'm gonna grab Fresh again, which is the yellow from the artist palette from Anastasia, and I'm going to go right underneath that. Try to be a little bit more precise here, but it's kind of hard. Now I'm gonna go back with the Formation color and kind of tie those in together. Then for the brow bone, I'm gonna take the shade called Lay from the Pretty Vulgar palette, and I'm just going to pop that right underneath the brow bone. Then I'm gonna grab the shade right next to it called Free and pop that in the inner corner. All right, now I'm going to bronze up the face. I'm gonna be using the Eyes, Lips, Face, or e.l.f. I don't know why I said Eyes, Lips, Face, I never say that. I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. bronzer and blush duo in St. Lucia. So I'm gonna be using the bronzer right there. This is a Get Cheeky With It brush by MOTD. Just put it all down my neck. Put my shirt up. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but I'm seeing a little bit of patchiness with my foundation, especially when you put your bronzer over it. If you can see, like, I don't know, like splotches. Maybe it looks good on camera, but I don't know. In person, I'm kind of seeing like little patches where the bronzer's not really wanting to stick. It's probably where I have spots or like dryness, but still, not really liking that. I'm just going to do a tiny dot of this NYX blush. I talked about it in my last video, I think. Just gonna do the tiniest little amount and deepen up the hollows. There we go. Now I'm going to put a little bit of this Makeup Revolution Champagne Liquid Highlighter. So I'm just going to take a drop. This looks really, really insane. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my hand here. Then with a little duo fiber brush, and it just looks like this. So it has like lots of fibers, and I'm just going to kind of roll that around and then apply it. I'm just gonna take some translucent powder and dab over that. I'm not even gonna put powder highlighter over it because I don't feel like I need it. I mean, I'm literally like blinding already. I feel like putting powder on top is just gonna be too much. So I'm just going to lightly set that in and just glow from within today. Besides lashes and lips, I am pretty much done. So I'm gonna do lashes off camera. I'm going to be using the House of Lashes Noir Faux Mink collection. This is what the lashes look like. They don't have a name anywhere on the box, which is kind of annoying because I can't tell what style these are, but I think there's only 3 styles in the Faux Mink collection, so I'll look it up and put it down below. But yeah, these are what they look like. So I'm going to pop those on and then I will be right back. Lashes are on. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with them. These are seriously some of the prettiest lashes ever. Oh my god, look at this mascara though. I usually don't geek out about makeup or packaging anymore, but look at this packaging. It's pretty freaking cute. And here's what the wand looks like. It's a little different. It's like curved and it's kind of fat like the, I don't know, it's fat. But I kind of like how it's curved because it really just fits into your eye. And I already used it on the top. And so now I'm just gonna use it on the bottom. Okay. I am just going to add a little bit of blush. This is a Tarte brush. Not sure what it's called. And this is Colourpop Kaepop Flushed. I'm just gonna pop that on my cheeks. Much better. There we go. All right, last but not least is the lips. So I'm gonna be starting off with a NYX, what is this? Slide on, glide on, stay on, and definitely a turn on. Waterproof Extreme Color Lip Liner. This lip liner is so good, the name had to be this long. It's in the shade Beyond Nude, and and then right over top of that lip liner, I'm gonna go in with Feral Cosmetics Skin Tight Liquid Lipstick, which is a really pretty nude, one of my favorites. This obviously is a very dark lip liner because I don't have any good nude ones right now, but I'm going to blend it in. And they smell really good, oh my god. Okay, ready, set, go. It's so pretty. Then just take your finger and kind of run over the edges, and this kind of smears them together, blends them in, doesn't make it look so harsh. So as soon as I was done, I started posing for my outro shots and completely forgot to get back on and say bye and do an actual outro. So I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. I will be back with more in the future, and that is it. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Mwah.